Welcome students. Our next property is associative property. You have already studied according to associative property. We have three numbers A, B and C. Whether we add B and C first or we add A and B first and then C, the answer will be same. So here I am not going to give you example. I am going to explain you how associative property works in case of rational numbers. First we will see in case of addition. As you can see, I have written A upon B plus C upon D plus E upon F is equals to A upon B plus C upon D plus E upon F. Now what is this? See, whether you add C upon D plus E upon F first or you add A upon B plus C upon D first and then E upon F, always the answer will be same. You can take any example. Suppose your A upon B is 1 upon 2, C upon D is 2 upon 3 and E upon F is 3 upon 5. Add in both the situation, you will get the answer equal. That is, your LHS side will be equal to RHS side. It means that associative property works in case of addition. Similarly, in case of subtraction, you will observe that associative property does not work in case of subtraction. Then you can apply the same in case of multiplication. Only the sign will change and you will observe that the associative property is applicable in case of multiplication. Similarly, in the case of division, you will observe that the associative property doesn't work. I hope you got the picture. Thank you. That is distributive property. Distributive property says that, for example, I have taken 4 and in bracket we have x plus 6. It means that firstly we have to multiply this 4 with x and then plus sign is there. That's why I have written plus sign, and then again this 4 will be multiplied by 6. So 4 into x gives you 4x plus 4 into 6 gives you 24. You have already read about this distributive property in case of whole numbers. But here, as our chapter is rational numbers, so we will see distributive property works in which cases. First we have seen in addition. In addition, A upon B bracket C upon D plus E upon F. First you will multiply A upon B into C upon D, then plus A upon B into E upon F. It means that whenever question comes to make the property small, you will use distributive property. Similarly, in case of subtraction, in case of multiplication and in case of division. So it was all about the properties of rational numbers. Now we will come to the next topic, that is of this chapter, additive inverse. According to additive inverse, it means that if any rational number is in the form of p by q, the additive inverse of that number will be minus p upon q. For example, if 2 upon 3 is there, the additive inverse will be minus 2 upon 3. The additive inverse of positive number is negative number and the additive inverse of negative number is positive numbers. Okay, I hope you all know what is additive inverse now. It means that additive inverse properties say that when you have A upon B, if you have any rational number, the additive inverse of that rational number is minus A upon B, and automatically both the numbers get cancelled and you get the answer 0. Okay, the question that comes in exercise, will be like minus 1 upon 2. What is the additive inverse of minus 1 upon 2? Answer will be positive 1 upon 2, that is 1 upon 2. If question comes what is additive inverse of 2 upon 3, the answer will be minus 2 upon 3. Okay, next is multiplicative inverse. According to multiplicative inverse, if any rational number is p upon q, the multiplicative inverse of that number will be q upon p, that is reciprocal of the number, that is reciprocal of the number. For example, if we have 4 upon 6, the multiplicative inverse of 4 upon 6 is 6 upon 4. Reciprocal, ulta kar dena, is the multiplicative inverse. According to this property, if any number is a, the multiplicative inverse of that number will be 1 upon a, and the answer will always be 1. Okay, so this was all about additive inverse and multiplicative inverse. The next topic of this chapter is rational numbers on number line. Rational numbers of on number line. We know that numbers can be represented on number lines. How to draw number lines? You know that in middle we have 0, on the right hand side we have all the positive numbers, and on the left hand side we have all the negative numbers. Let us see how to represent rational numbers on number line. For example, I have taken minus 2 upon 5. First we have to see what is minus 2 upon 5 and how to represent minus 2 upon 5 on rational number. The very first step that you have to do is that divide 2 by 5. So when we will divide 2 by 5, we'll get the answer minus 0.4. We get the answer minus 0.4. It means the picture is clear in our mind that minus 2 upon 5 lies between 0 and minus 1. Yes or no? Okay. So we will draw next number line. It means that we will take from 0 to minus 1 number, because हमें पता चल गया था कि जो minus 0.4 है वो किसके बीच में होगा, 0 या फिर minus 1 के, 0 और minus 1 के बीच में. इसलिए हमने यहाँ पर सिर्फ 0 से लेकर minus 1 लिया है. Rational numbers are in the form of p by q, इसलिए हमें देखना पड़ेगा कि डिनोमिनेटर क्या है, 5 है. डिनोमिनेटर इज 5. डिनोमिनेटर 5 है, इसलिए हम 0 और minus 1 के बीच में कितने पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर देंगे, 5 पार्ट्स में. 1 2 3 4 5. ओके, तो 0 के बाद क्या आएगा, minus 1 upon 5, फिर minus 2 upon 5, then minus 3 upon 5, then minus 4 upon 5, and then minus 5 upon 5. उसका मतलब होता है minus 1. तो हमारा 0.4 किसको रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा था, minus 2 upon 5 को. It means that we will show minus 2 upon 5 on rational number in this way. I hope you got this. Please try at home with any example so that the things get clear. Now the next topic of this chapter is rational numbers between two rational numbers. Now, how to find rational numbers between two rational numbers? Let us take one example. I have taken minus 2 upon 5 and 1 upon 2. The first step to find rational number is to make the denominators same. हम पहले क्या करेंगे, डिनोमिनेटर्स को सेम बनाएंगे. डिनोमिनेटर्स को सेम बनाने के लिए हमें एलसीएम लेना पड़ेगा. वी हैव हियर डिजिट्स 5 and 2. So we will take LCM of 5 and 2, that is 10, and then we know how to solve it. Minus 2 upon 5, it means that 5 की टेबल में 10 कितनी टाइम्स आता है, 2 टाइम्स. तो हम डिनोमिनेटर और न्यूमरेटर को किससे मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे, 2 से. 2 की टेबल में 10 कितनी बार आता है, 5 टाइम्स. इट मीन्स हम डिनोमिनेटर और न्यूमरेटर को किससे मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे, 5 से. सो वी गेट द आंसर 2 to the 4, that is minus 4, 5 to the 10. Here 1 into 5 gives you 5 and 2 into 5 gives you 10. हमारा जो फर्स्ट स्टेप था कि डिनोमिनेटर्स को we have to make same, we have done that thing. तो अब जब डिनोमिनेटर सेम है, हमें फोकस किस पे करना है, सिर्फ न्यूमरेटर्स पे फोकस करना है. मीन्स minus 4 है, minus 4 से पहले क्या आता है, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 और डिनोमिनेटर हमारा 10 रहेगा. इसका मतलब रेशनल नंबर्स minus 4 upon 10 और 5 upon 10 के बीच में कौन कौन से है, minus 3 upon 10, minus 2 upon 10, minus 1 upon 10, 0, 1 upon 10, 2 upon 10, 3 upon 10, 4 upon 10. लेकिन समटाइम्स इट हैपेंस कि हमें कभी कभी 2 ही रैशनल नंबर मिल पाते हैं. तो 5 और 2 के बीच में कॉमन जो फैक्टर था वो 10 था, लेकिन 5 और 2 दोनों की टेबल में 20 भी तो आता है, तो 20 भी एक कॉमन है 5 और 2 के बीच में। तब अगर हमें रैशनल नंबर क्वेश्चन में बोला गया है कि फाइंड आउट 5 रैशनल नंबर्स, बट हमें 2 ही रैशनल नंबर्स मिल पा रहे हैं सॉल्व करने के बाद, तो हमें उससे बड़ा कॉमन फैक्टर लेना पड़ेगा ताकि हमें ज्यादा रैशनल नंबर मिल सके। ठीक है, ट्राई दिस एट योर होम and if have any doubt we will further clear that. So we have completed this chapter over here. I just want to give you summary of the chapter what we have learned in rational numbers. In my first video I told you that rational numbers are the numbers which are in the form of p by q, and here p and q both are integers and q must not be equals to 0. Okay, then in second video we have learned the properties of rational number. In this chapter we have 4 properties of rational number, that is closure property, commutative property, associative property and distributive property. We have seen 4 cases in which cases the following properties are applicable. In closure property we have seen it is applicable in addition, subtraction, multiplication, but not in case of division. In commutative property we have seen it is applicable in case of addition, but not in subtraction and division. Then we have seen associative property is applicable in case of addition and multiplication, but not in case of subtraction and division, and distributive property was applicable in addition, subtraction, multiplication, but not in case of division. Okay, now what is additive inverse? That we have learned that if any number is in the form of rational number, positive number p upon q, the additive inverse of that number will be minus p upon q. Similarly, multiplicative inverse, if we have any number in p by q form, the multiplicative inverse of that number is q upon p. Okay, then we have seen that rational numbers can be represented on number line, and the last thing that we have seen in this chapter is how to find out rational numbers between given two numbers. Okay, thank you and have a nice day. Whatever I have explained you, based on that you will be able to solve the two exercise which are given in your textbook, exercise 1.1 and exercise 1.2. Through this you will be able to solve the questions based on that. Thank you and have a nice day.